Hi everyone, I'm the plant propagator and welcome to my channel. Today I've got a lot of orchids, a lot of fun stuff going on in my orchid collection here in Southwest Florida. And I have two on the table that I want to share with you because there's not room for anything more, but I'm gonna bring some more in as we move forward. So these guys are doing really well, and I'm really excited to share these with you. I've shared one of these with you before that is a repeat bloomer, and I've actually shared it with you recently, and then I've got another one that is a first time bloomer for me that I'm pretty excited about because I wasn't sure what the flower would look like based on the images that I've seen of it, but I really like it. Anyway, let's get going with the yellow one first. So this is a Fred Clark hybrid, and I think I showed it to you previously. It wasn't in full bloom. It may have been about halfway. But now it's every flower on this plant is open. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 flowers that are open on this plant. Big, yellow, fragrant Cattleya, and this is Love Blushes, and this is a cross between Schroeder's Love and William Farrell cultivar Native Son. So this thing, like I said, has bloomed for me in the past. The flowers aren't huge; they're nice sized. They start out being a little bit of of a yellow color like this, and I think they'll darken over time. So the first blooms are all the way over on this lower limb right here. Actually, I'm looking at this. They don't look like they've changed that much, but maybe in the past they've done that for me. Just not very, as with most of Fred Clark's hybrids, very prolific grower. It bloomed for me, I think, a year ago, and then a couple of years ago for me as well, first time. I think I've had this plant for 4 years, got it as a seedling, and when I first purchased it, it wasn't even named. The only thing that's on the tag is the cross. So this thing has done really well. It is flowing over the edge of the pot on both sides, so I'll probably have to divide it. I should mention that I brought this into an orchid show, I think it was last year, and somebody stopped me and said that they just loved the plant and they wanted to buy it, and I didn't know what to say. I held on to it, and I'm happy I did, but I think it's probably time to divide this plant. I do have an orchid show coming up in 3 weeks. This is not going to make it. We'll see how long the flowers last, but it's in full bloom, and I think it's just going to be fading over time. All right, again, repeat bloomer, Love Blushes. Over here is my first bloom on this incredible flared Cattleya, and this is Mackie's Flare. The cultivar is Elegance, so this has already been awarded. This I purchased from RF Orchids, I think about a year ago, and it's my first bloom on this. Very vigorous plant. It's got two spikes, each of these with 2 flowers on it, and the flaring on it is it's very pronounced, and it's just really remarkable. This is a flower that I'm going to use in my breeding program, my crossing. I really do like flares, and I've got to incorporate it. I mean, look at it. The flowers, the sepals are a little bit of a lighter pink color. The petals they have the dark purple on the tip, pink to purple in the middle, and then the flare itself is yellow and with the same pattern in the lip. Just a really nice, big, flared Cattleya. I mean, that's all you can say about it. It's just really nice. I really like it. It does look a little bit like some of the other flared Cattleyas. It looks a little bit to me like Oprah Winfrey, but the flaring pattern is just really pronounced and really nice. The one thing I like a little bit more about this flared Cattleya is because the sepals are a little bit of a different color from the petals. So I think it's good to, if I can incorporate that somehow into some of the other orchids. I have to test fragrance on this. I should say that this only opened up maybe 2 days ago. Both blooms opened up at the same time. A couple of days ago. I don't know how long these are going to last, but let me see. Let me check the fragrance. Nothing noteworthy yet on this thing. So I guess that's the thing that I need to strive for with this plant, is to try to get some some fragrance in, which I'm happy to do because I've got so many other ones. So many of my other big flared Cattleyas have fragrance. Yeah, nothing there, which is a little bit of a surprise. Okay, what I'm going to do, because I didn't have any room left on my table, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, come back, and I'll have a few more plants placed here that we can take a look at. And we are back. These are a couple of more Cattleyas that I've got, and these are both repeat bloomers, and I've actually shared this one with you fairly recently. This is Mahina Yahiro Mishima. This is one of my oldest Cattleyas. Picked this up from Odom's Orchids many years ago, and this group of 3 flowers has been blooming for a long time, probably for around 2 or 3 weeks. They're really starting to fade. They don't look really good, but then this group of flowers right here opened up, I think, just a couple of days ago. And so this is going to be putting out a continual flush of flowers. What's exciting about this plant is how vigorous this thing is growing, and there are, in addition, there's unbloomed, so there's a lot of spikes with flowers at various stages. So I think this is going to be entered in my orchid show in 3 weeks, because this is going to be flowering for so long, I think, because of the asynchronization of the flower formation. So these will be gone soon, this first group, even though they were nice, 3 nice flowers. This second group may be close to gone, but there are 1, 2, nothing there, 3, 4, I think that's it, 4 more, maybe 5. So there's 5 more spikes that are in sheath, flowers in sheath. So these 2 are out, these 2 are kind of out, these are barely, and then I've got, so there's 5 more, and this is going to be blooming probably for about another month, 6 weeks or longer. So this is Mahina Yahiro Mishima, one of my oldest orchids, just very prolific, does really well. I probably am going to have standing up nicely, but I'm probably going to it's going over the edge of the pot, maybe not too bad. I'm probably going to have to divide this fairly soon. This one blooms very reliably for me. I've been using this in a lot of my my crosses. The flower is just really nice, big, fragrant, classical cat. The fragrance is nice. I have this mounted on my fence behind me. Once you get close to it, you can smell it. It's a really nice Cattleya, and it is a good parent. So like I said, I'm using it a lot in my breeding. So anyway, Mahina Yahiro Mishima, just a really nice Cattleya. Over here with a single flower, this is another Fred Clark hybrid, and this one is doing okay, but it doesn't flower that much. It bloomed last year for me, and the flowers you can see, I think, are a little bit smaller than this guy. I haven't made a cross on this yet, but I think I will this time around. There are 2 flowers on this one spike. One is just open, I think, yesterday, and then there's another one. I think there might be flowers down in this sheath, and this doesn't look great. I'm not sure I'm going to get anything out of this sheath. But this is actually, the cross is, the tag is this. Okay, it was stuck in the pot, but I'm pulling it out. A Hawaiian Discovery cultivar Fluorescent Orange times Bouton d'Or cultivaris Cherokee. And those of you that have been watching my channel for a while, you may know this because this flower was the subject of a naming last year. And I've got a lot of suggestions from you guys, and this was named by a viewer of the channel that put a suggestion. A lot of people had put suggestions into me, and I do appreciate that. Some were upset that I didn't pick their name, but this is Sunjoy, and I really like this name. And I told Fred about this. He really liked the name Sunjoy. I was going to register it, but then he did anyway, so that's fine. This is again a nice small Cattleya. It's very orange. I just wish there were some more. This has got a lot of leaves on it. I just wish there were a little bit more bloom spikes. So I'm not really sure what the fate of this plant is going to be. All right, so again, Sunjoy, named by a YouTube viewer on this channel about a year ago. So that's what this one is, another repeat bloomer. What I'm going to do now is get behind the camera. I had one of my plants that I brought over here, and it was so big you couldn't see me and it wouldn't stand on the table. So we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to take a look at a few other ones that are just starting to open, or some that are going to be open pretty soon. And it is an exciting time because there are so many flowers that open. You know, the Cattleyas, Dens. I've got some oncidiums, not quite open, but coming. Anyway, it's a really exciting time. So let me get behind the camera and show you what else I have in my garden. Okay, and we're back. This is just a no ID Dendrobium, annoyed Dendrobium that is growing up in on the top shelf that is kind of climbing up into my bougainvillea. So I just wanted to start there because right below it, maybe I shouldn't be as excited about this, but you may be able to see, but not very well. This is a bloom coming out on a Dendrobium that I picked up in Thailand, and this hasn't bloomed for me in years. I almost killed it, but it came back, and now I don't remember what it looks like, and unfortunately it's yet another no ID. But I don't know, I'm excited to see what it looks like. I actually don't remember what it looks like. While I'm here, I can show you my some of my nursery plants right here, more of my nursery, the babies right here, and more down here. I'm going to bring a bunch of these guys home probably tomorrow. I need to go grab them. All right, anyway, let me show you. These are just some Phalaenopsis. All the phals are in spike here. So this is the driftwood tree where the Phalaenopsis plants have been mounted, in conch cells that have been attached to the tree, but all these guys are in spike. You can't see it that well because I got a white phal with a white shed behind it, but there's 4 bloom spikes coming out on this phal. There are 2 bloom spikes coming out. I think this is going to be the only dark one because you can see the dark foliage on this. Below it, there's actually one right back here, and that's in spike 2, and the flowers you can see right here again, light color. Phals are not my favorite. The light color, anyway, and then the final one is right here in the front, and this is also in spike. So all the phals that are on this, and I think I might just throw some more on here. So this is just a driftwood tree that has Phalaenopsis mounted on it, and they're all in spike, and they're all doing very well. All right, moving over here. What do I want to show you over here? We've looked at this before. I guess I should show you the. This is an Encyclia cordigera that's got 1, 2. You can't see it really well because there's another spike right there. I think it's in the middle of the screen right there. You may not be able to see it very well, but it's right there. So cordigera, I don't know if it'll be blooming for my show, but we'll see. And then I do want to show you, I have a couple of seed capsules just starting to form. Those are going to get big. And then also this, my Odom's Grandolite that I'm real happy with. Let's get a better angle on this. So these are, you know, I got 2 more flowers open on this right here. And then the flower right there that kind of looks nasty. Well, to me it's beautiful because there's a seed capsule forming on that flower right there. So I've used this for so many of my crosses, and I just love the flaring and the color and the deep purple lip on this thing. And it's just a really nice, big, fragrant Cattleya, so I use it in my crosses, and that's what that is, and you can see the tag below hand. The other thing, and I've showed you this previously, and this was the plant that I just couldn't, it didn't want to stand up because there are so many flowers coming out on it, but it's loaded right now. Looks like there's 4 spikes that are almost completely open, and then there's 2 more that are behind it. So this thing will, I think this is going to present well. I'm going to have to find a way, if it does make it to the orchid show, I'm going to have to find a way to bring it in so it doesn't fall. And then again, some more of my, these look great. These are some more of the seedlings from my crosses. So these look at them all. They look really good. Anyway, happy with that. All right, moving on just a little bit. I have, as we move back here, I have something sad, but not too sad to show you. So this, as we take a look, it's hard to see. So this is my, right here and right here is, these are my, there's dried nasty flowers. These are the Cattleya ludomaniana propagator that I got awarded a few weeks ago. And as you might imagine, I made crosses onto these things. You can see the tag blowing in the wind there. And I'm excited because it looks like the cross was successful. So I'm happy I'm going to be getting something out of these plants. And as we move along, this is the Mahina Yahiro Mishima that I showed you before. But then moving down here, I also want to show you, this is another Cattleya ludomaniana. This is a cerulean form. This is my second, my second. I only have 2 of these. This is my second Cattleya ludomaniana that I have, and it is going to be, it's got 3 flowers coming out, so it is going to be ready to bring into the show. All right. The other thing is you look around on the fence a little bit more. So this is my Momolani Rainbow right here. Still loaded. It's got some flowers on it coming out. This is the dried up flowers across that I made. Again, a very good parent. I like this plant, and I'm just going to continue to use it in my crosses. All right, I think that's all. There's more that I have. Well, I'll show you this since I'm right here. So this is Hawaiian Prominence America, and you can't see anything, but there's a flower down in that sheath. So this will be my first bloom off of Hawaiian Prominence. Probably is going to be out in 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed my video, a real collection of different things going on. I didn't show you everything. I got more coming. So it's an exciting time because there are so many orchids. We didn't even look at any oncidiums. Anyway, lots of stuff going on, and I'm happy to share that with you. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did and you want to keep on seeing them, it would help me out if you can click on like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. All right, that's all I have for today. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and happy propagating.